Welcome everybody to another edition of the 4 o'clock game. This is it. This is the 4 o'clock games Fright Night. We'll continue. We're gonna end this video right away with one last game. And before we start this game to start playing, I'm gonna give you another complaints. A few days ago, last week, I was doing this episode or anything when I was working on my restoring on my show and tell. I was trying to test it out. The speakers was playing through an iPad or anything. It works fine, but when I plugged it into the headphone right there, and then it fried out completely because the sound card on my Mac died. I think it was kind of broken or something. Because what happened, the problem was there was no line input jack or anything like that. It was because the thing broke or something. So the computer was working fine. But I try to go online. I go on eBay and ordered an external sound card that I want to get that for this is a USB sound card, the external USB sound card that I ordered, and it's gonna be on the way. But don't worry, it'll be a week from that because I have not been there for the last couple of days since because I have not doing any playthroughs on the 4 o'clock game because I actually had a microphone. I was trying to test it out and then. You can't have amplifiers at the same time because I don't have I have a receiver, so I took everything down. So I know it's time to actually. I use a Bluetooth speaker right there. It's sitting right over here. I actually reorganized my equipment because we don't want too much stereo equipment. It was in my room, so I'm just gonna wait until see if I can get a new external mic. Maybe we'll get a new external 3D external sound card, which I think I need to get one of these. And it's because of the problem, there is no audio line output or anything. You can see, after I did the big changes here, I'm on Mac OS Sierra. And if you saw my last episode, there was like, nothing actually has none of the changes here, but it's got the volume controls here, but it's got the output device, and there is no line output or input jack at all. So yeah, because it's not even there. It does not have a requirement here because I know it's. If you look at the sound preferences, let's see. If you go to the sound preferences section here, because this is something what was wrong with this picture here, but. It's been over like last week when I was working on doing an episode when I was preparing for a Halloween episode. I was originally going to schedule to do the Super Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo, but I got postponed for them until next year in 2017 for the 4 o'clock games Fright Night. And you can see there's actually selected audio devices, and there it says selected devices has no output controls, but except for the settings for the things, yeah, it was working fine for the input volume. It has no output controls, and there you go. I'd only apologize for that, but it needs a new sound card. But I'll have to see if when I get a new USB sound card, I hope it'll work out very well. So once again, if it's gonna work out, I will resume doing the 4 o'clock game because I'm now using the iPad. For now, for a little while, until probably just for a temporary use. And let's get things started, shall we? Okay, now I'm filming this with my iPad, and it's going to take a while longer to make a video, and I'll post it here on my channel to close it out, my 4 o'clock games Fright Night. And yep, just in time for Halloween, I'm going to present a game that I actually never heard of. I used to play. Now, let me give you a little story. I used to play this game once on an emulator. I beat the game, and I beat the game, and I would never ever play this game again. And you know what? Just to close out the 4 o'clock games Fright Night, this is the game that I'm going to play. I'm going to present to you. This is the game that I'm going to play. It's based on the movie. And you know what I talk about this is? You know what this is? This is the worst game ever made, and it will never be played and never be certified again to play this again. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, it is This is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Released in 1993 for the NES. It is made to us by a company called Sony Imagesoft. Yeah, I know. Sony Imagesoft made a lot of these games that was terribly bad, based off any movie based. You know, they also made Hudson Hawk, Hook, Last Action Hero, and those other ones. They're just really bad. And yeah, and also they've also made other good titles like Smart Ball. You know, I remember the Super Nintendo game Smart Ball. That's also the same company. It was a pretty decent game. I used to play Smart Ball, and I will do that in a near future episode. And yeah, Sony Imagesoft. I went on. It came out in 1989, and then they defunct in 1995 when it became the PlayStation consoles. Yeah, before Sony went into video game business as the PlayStation consoles when it started from PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4, right up to the PlayStation 4. And I want to show you the back of the game. It's really compelling, this one. So, Bram Stoker's Dracula goes straight to the jugular with spine-chilling action on multiple levels that are divided into the day and night plunge deep into the ultimate interactive movie, complete with great graphics and sound that brings to life the cold, the dark dungeons, Castle Dracula, the brutal Transylvania country style, and the eerie 19th century London. As the sun sets, the evil Prince of Darkness rises and attacks as a bat, a vicious wolf, even an old man, but makes no mistake, he must be stopped. This game is actually part of what he calls an adventure series, but nah, I don't really know. And what was on the, if you look at the description, it says great graphics and sound. But why do they gotta call it, yeah, but let me tell you, I'm going to give you the thing in just a minute here before we start playing this game. Dracula is based on the movie back in 1992 or 93. It was produced by a guy named Francis Ford Coppola, who actually made it. There were other versions of this game based off the movie Dracula. It was released on, in addition to the NES, it was ported onto the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and the Sega CD. I think the Sega CD version that I remember playing this game, me and my brother used to play the Sega CD version of Dracula because it has some better improvement, but it's really hard. And at points because it was a really hard game. And it was pretty hard. And I know Sony Imagesoft had at least better ports of the games because, like I told you, Dracula was also ported onto other consoles, but right up from the, like I said, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and into the Sega CD. But I wish that there's actually other versions of that as well. I would blame Sony Imagesoft for being the worst game, but let me tell you, this game is horrible. Yes, it is horrible. I used to play this game once. Yeah, once. I ever played this game. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I would actually never play this game. I beat the game once. Many, many years ago, I played this game on a computer once. And unfortunately, I will never play this game again. This game is garbage. And I hope GoAnimate needs to ground this game. As soon as this thing happens, it would be a happy Halloween. So, let's deserve this game one more try. I would give this one more try for this game at once. You know, I gotta tell you something. This game is horrible. I hate this game. It's based off a movie of the same name, and it's kind of stupid how bad this game is really are. So without that, I'm gonna talk about this right after I finish playing this game, and maybe GoAnimate needs to ground this game right after I play this game. So it has I'm gonna give you a little detail in just a minute. So yes, I actually did a GoAnimate video on how this game gets grounded. Okay, enough said. Let's get to the game, shall we? And this game brought to us by a company, thanks to the people who made this thing, thanks to World of Long Plays on his YouTube channel for showing this footage. This is the gameplay footage that you're about to watch right now. So let's watch this right away and see what it is. Yes, there's your title screen. It's actually 1992. And there's 1993 by Sony Electronic Publishing Company. And there's Sony Imagesoft logo. With, I think there was actually, I can't pronounce his name. And Probe Entertainment. And this is Bram Stoker's Dracula. That's a stupid title. Press start. It opens with a little cutscene. It's just a brief, shortened cutscene, but it's not having anything to do with the movie. Vampire is spelled wrong, as it's actually the Y instead of an I. You cannot get any spelling. You have to start the game. Yes, you give you an option to. Oh, this game gives you an option. Oh yeah, you gotta go back on the title screen here for a minute. This game gives you a little. It goes into the menu screen. You have a controller for jump, A and B to attack, and of course there's your music test, sound test, and those difficulty from easy, medium, and hard. So let's go to this game and see what it does. And this goes to the hard difficulty. Journey to Transylvania, stage 1. Let me tell you something, this game. The sound is annoying. This is the worst thing that happened. Yep. Because this was released in 1993. Because this is a 1993 game, but this was late in the NES run. I really don't understand. This game is just trash. The music. Look what they did. The music was a mess. Yeah, they did a terrible job of making this horrible game. But like I told you, the sound is annoying. The graphics looks pretty ugly. Yeah, the graphics look ugly for its time. And you could say, in the nighttime, yeah. Look at this, the music. Look at the music. You listen to this. Yeah, this is horribly a mess. It's terrible. Look how bad this game is. Look at the music is just horrible. I don't really care for this. The music is not really good. And what's the question marks doing? Is this a ripoff of Super Mario Brothers or something? Well, it's like the question mark blocks that look like something coming out of Super Mario Brothers. I know fans of these games, but and yeah, this is for the first boss fight is just really. Look at this. You fighting a silhouette shadow thing that look like a mermaid or whatever. It's like an octopus. You have to time your jumps correctly. You have to wait, come back, and wait for him. Yeah, this is horrible. Look at the first boss fight is not really great. Look at that. The first boss fight is all dreadful. I really don't understand this game. It's really bad. Look at that. Oh no. I really don't understand. This game is a mess. I pretty much agree with this. This game is yeah, you take too many hits. Yeah, it's gonna take like 5 minutes to beat this game. You have to throw rocks and you have to fight. Yeah, you had to grab rocks to like a limited amount of ammo. Oh, this ends up being the worst game in this NES library. I know there were versions that were much better that has better improvement over this version. There's a Super Nintendo version of this, was looking okay. I never played the Super Nintendo version of Dracula, but there's also for the Sega Genesis and also on the Sega CD. I really know how to understand it. I remember, like I said, the Sega CD version was actually has a little bit of improvement over this one, but I get this. Yeah, the people who made this, Sony Imagesoft was a publisher, that came out right in, Sony Imagesoft goes back to its video game developer, like maybe as a video game publisher, back in like 1989. I know that Sony Imagesoft also made a lot of horrible movie-based games, not like the LJN stuff. Like, Sony Imagesoft also did games like Hook. There's Hudson Hawk. There's Last Action Hero, and a few other titles that were on the NES. That was really a complete garbage. I think it's a waste of garbage. That game is just really dreadful. This is the way Sony Imagesoft was become a video game publisher until the mid-90s, when it became Sony Computer Entertainment, when it started, and that's where the company launched the PlayStation console. Remember the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and the one that was recently actually came out like 2 years ago was the PlayStation 4. I never own a PlayStation 4. I have the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 in my room. And yet, that's made by the same company. Sony actually also outside of its electronic brand, outside of its movie chain, they also made Columbia Pictures and TriStar. That's also part of Sony Pictures, a branch of the company. They own Sony Pictures. They own the Sony Music. There's actually like various labels from Columbia to Epic to every label in existence, from RCA Victor, whatever you call it, part of Sony. And then there's also like an electronic giant. Like they make TVs, VCRs. You remember the Betamax? Yeah, Betamax. That's Sony's venture into home video cassette recording. That was that's a big deal back in 1975 when Sony introduced the Betamax. If you haven't seen this video, go check it out, about the demonstration of the Betamax machine. It's like, it also built as a regular console when it was made for about like $600 back in 1975. And you can tell, the game Sony has known for the best company that made a lot of great stuff made by Sony. They also manufactured in the reel-to-reel business. Reel-to-reel tape recorders started back in 1951. When Sony introduced that. Oh, to get back to the game now, listen to this music. Yes, I told you the music is so bad. I mean, the music gets really insane. And now you fight the second boss. I really don't care for this game. I don't understand why this game is just... Oh, look! It's not even a boss fight. You had to chase the angels around here. Look at the music, is just awful, annoying, and even dreadful when it comes to this game. It's a scramble. It's like what the ABGN called it. The music is a scrambled mess. Yeah. The item sound, when you pick up an item, is just really annoying. Wait, it sounds like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And then you're gonna fight the other boss. This is the second boss fight. You have to stay in one spot. And then you finally beat this. I really don't understand. I don't have anything to say about this game. It's dreadful. You know how bad this game is? This is getting worse, folks. Escape from Castle Dracula. It's in the next stage of the game. I really know how to play this. Bad. It's a really bad disgrace to the NES library. I could not go wrong when you know this game is really bad. It's really bad. I don't really care. But look, the jumping mechanic sucks. I really don't really understand it. There's nothing else to say, just bar none. Oh look, this is, you had to fight this boss. Oh, you get an invincibility for a short period of time. I don't understand, you know, if you ever play this game, just don't even do this. You can't waste your time on this game, it's just... Oh yeah, I gotta get this done with this. And all... Yeah, the first day, yeah, the first half of the third level of the game is just pretty bad, it's lame. And then Escape from Castle Dracula. Yeah, this is definitely the worst confusing level in every game. And I can't really stand how to play this dreadful game. I really hate the game. This is one of the worst games I've ever played. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really hated this game. But this game is so bad. So freaking... Yeah, it means this game is so horrible that it needs to be on a pogo stick. I really don't understand how you had to go overboard and play this game. And yeah, the two angels that you had to jump around. You have to jump and dodge these stupid enemies here because... Oh, you take one damage away from there. What a compelling climax in this game. Is just the graphics look like it's ugly. The music is just annoying. Yeah, but it's not really that good. You climb on those platforms and just be very careful if you jump and fall into those little green things, you get killed. Watch out for those little spike things. Oh, you're in the foreground. And that's where you get a checkpoint. Yeah, there are checkpoints in the game, but oh, this boss fight is just running around. Why does it have anything to do with the movie here? I know if you've ever seen... Oh! That's a quick final boss here. Oh yeah, it's only about 15 minutes into the gameplay. The Hillington Estate Mansion. That's in the next stage. I really don't know how to get anything this game is just supposed to be. Oh, now you have to jump into the foreground. Yeah. Sometimes when you get stuck, you have to jump into the foreground. This is like they did with, remember Metroid? Find hidden paths. Yeah, you go into a little thing, you walk through the wall. You have to walk through the wall. This is like you do in, like they do in Metroid. Like if there was a dead end here. That's kind of strange. I don't like the way to go dead ends in the game. I really don't understand this game. It's just pretty bad. Look how bad this game is. Yeah, I cannot go understand with the actual gameplay. And look at this. The music, I know I told you, to get back to the thing, the graphics are just a little ugly. Horrible. The controls are absolutely horrible. And yeah, the music is just painful. It makes my ears bleed. Yeah, the music is making your ears bleed. I really don't understand. This music is just terrible. And it doesn't have anything to do with the movie. The sound when you pick up the item is just annoying. You have to stay away from those little spikes. Okay. Wait a second. Wait a moment. This is just, you had to walk through the walls. And now he's dead. Better watch where you're going. This is like some sort of a thing because you have to jump. You have to jump a little further than that, just dodging all these stupid angel things. Yeah, if you've ever watched the Coppola film called Dracula, I never saw the movie, He plays actually the guy. Keanu Reeves is also playing as Dracula. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie with Keanu Reeves. I know he's in a lot of his movies. You have to wait, you jump on this platform. Who the hell is Keanu Reeves in there? But I told you this game is so bad. This game sucks. Oh gosh. Whoa, you gotta be very careful. These hands might grab them. These rocks give you a lot of ammo. And then you go for the boss fights. And you gotta watch out because you had to move right towards it. And this is like the second boss fight that it was before. And this is what ends up being a ghoul. I really don't understand. This game is just really bad. I told you earlier in this episode, this game is so bad. I really don't. This game is actually a complete garbage. The music is so terrible. The gameplay sucks. Even terrible controls. And horrendous. Yeah, the graphics look ugly. It doesn't make it into a movie-based licensed game. You know, I'm gonna talk about it right here. Guess what? I hope GoAnimate needs to ground this game. It will. It will happen after we finish playing this horrible game. Yeah. If you've seen all of these GoAnimate stuff, like how to ground this game, yeah, be sure to watch this right after I play Bram Stoker's Dracula, because the game is so terrible. You have to jump like a trampoline. Yeah, you bounce like a kangaroo. Or kittaroo, to be exact. The game needs to be... Yeah! I hope this game needs to be grounded. Yeah, this game is getting grounded for several eternities. Original generations. Yeah, because, you know, the people who developed this game needs to freaking die. You know what? The people who made this game needs to be grounded. I think he's already grounded this game. I really don't understand this. Can't stand this game. How much we have left here? It's only 21 minutes. The CARFAX ABBEY. This is the most annoying music, you know? I don't have to understand. You have to shoot all this stuff in order to watch out for that. There are a lot of platforms in the game. Whoa! Watch out for this little lava pits. That's the and yeah, you watch out for those little skull spitting things. I did not know. I used to play, remember, I played this game once a few years ago. Oh, you watch out for these little spiky things, you might end up losing a life. But it's a bad mess. The only thing you have to dodge is just fights. You gotta be very careful if you time your jumps correctly, if you dodge those little things that flies around. I probably rate it as the baddest, worst game ever. I guess this is just garbage. Even for 1993 standards, I think many games during the late NES run, I think it looks more like that. Horrible. Yeah, but back in the early 90s, if you look at other games, you look at Super Nintendo. They had a great port of this game. But yeah, Super Nintendo already ported this one. So is Sega Genesis or the Sega CD versions. But I'm gonna warn everybody, if you know, after I finish getting this rant here, or even in my GoAnimate stuff, you know, like GoAnimate's grounding feature, it's time to be doing this game like better justice. I did not time the jumps correctly because this is just bad. You have to stomp down those bricks. And then there's your boss fight. I hate this. This boss fight is one of the lamest boss fights in the game. I don't even understand. This game is just dreadful. I freaking hate it. This game, I know if you haven't seen Dracula, you have to go watch the Coppola movie. Go watch the original Dracula movie from that time with Keanu Reeves. Stage 6 is back in Transylvania. This is like, it's kind of like a rehash of the first stage of the game. Sort of a rehash of the first stage of the game. You have to wait for the spikes to come up. Whoa, watch out for fireballs. They're coming after you. I think Sony Imagesoft actually, yeah, I will tell you. You have to jump in these platforms, these lousy platforms, and then you did it. Yeah, but this game gives you time limits. Yeah, this game gives you a time limit. You collect diamonds, you collect coins, and all that stuff. You collect those rocks and stones. There's your 4 health points that are in there. There's how many lives you get, and there's your timer is in the middle there, at the bottom there. It's actually, there's your time limit. You have to get there quickly before this thing runs out. I hate the way the annoying timer goes off, like there's 10 seconds remaining. With those little parakeet things. I know if you watch Film and Stuff's video about it, I know. I have not seen Film and Stuff videos like this. Okay, and speaking of this game, I gotta tell you what is going on with Film and Stuff. I know for those of you who have not known, Film and Stuff has been on YouTube. He has been uploading game reviews and levels from hell videos, and all these games that are just one of the most annoying levels ever. Yeah, and of course, those of you who don't know, I know if I don't remember, the last Film and Stuff video that he ever did was the Darkman for the Commodore 64, and he has not done any Film and Stuff videos on YouTube in like how long it's been there? About a year. That's right, he has been on YouTube in over a year since Film and Stuff is all gone. I know, because like I said, his last Darkman review for it was a 3-part Darkman review for the Commodore 64. After he hit the show, after he hit the number 100 episode thing, he has not done any 100 episodes. But yeah, I don't know why he's gonna do probably a whole 100 episode videos like that. I know, I miss him. I miss Film and Stuff's videos. Are very done. If you want to check out his video, like the Film and Stuff's Bram Stoker's Dracula review, like he did that in his Levels from Hell episode. So we'll come up in just a minute. Maybe it's gonna come up shortly. Yeah, this boss is actually the same as the first boss. Can't shoot like any silhouette thing like this. Oh man, it's taking forever. Damn. Now we've cleared out. It's called Return to Castle Dracula. It's one of the final stage in the game. Yeah, this has got to be the worst confusing stage ever. Yeah, because this final stage, by the way, if you watch Film and Stuff's videos, this has a huge maze. This is one big maze. You have to go all the way through there, but if you get stuck or hitting paths there, you jump a little further and get you. Yeah, this is one of the worst stages, I think, in video game history. You have to jump through all the stages. Yeah, these platforms, yeah, look at all those platforms, they're falling down. It's like London Bridge is falling down. My Fair Lady. Shooting all these dogs. Whoops. Just hit by a spike. And yeah, the timer is starting to run out like that, like crazy. And there you go. On its way to the exit. And this, the last stage is, it's terrible. It's one of the worst stages ever made. You have to jump down a little further, like duck down or whatever that, what are you calling it? This is definitely the worst final stage in video game history. I don't know how much. Oh, it's getting close to the first stage here. This is just really bad. I know the final stage is really bad. I really don't understand. This game is just to give you a little bit of an ending here. You go right, yeah, it's full of dead ends and the whole thing. And yeah, you go walk towards the dead end area. Walk towards the wall. Oh, you have to jump and you can't do that. This is just garbage. Look at that. This music, you can tell, like I said, the music was pretty bad. Oh, you got to jump through all this stuff. All this stuff. You need to jump through all the stuff that's been going. Oh my gosh. I do not know how to play this horrible mess. So now you gotta do is go into this. Yeah, you grab coins. That stupid sound effects look absolutely horrendous. He's using a swinging sword. And then he goes right into the boss fight. And there's your final boss. Here's the 8th wonder of them all, Dracula. This is the worst final boss in video game history. You know what happens after this game is done? Now he's dead. He teleports you back to this level. This thing is dreadful. I really blame this game for this ending. I know he's dead or whatever it is. You have to spend your time, and then there you go. That's it. Beat the game, and there you go. One lousy cutscene. Dracula. I don't know. He misspelled it wrong or whatever. There's damn. This ending is just terrible. Yep, one lousy ending, and then they stamped Vanquished. And that's it. Wait a minute. Hold the phone just a minute. Did Film and Stuff actually say programmed by Skunk? What the heck is Skunk? Is this Pepe Le Pew? And yeah, then it goes to the credits. No music. It's just a scrolling credit. And yeah, blame the people who made this game for everything. Blame the developers. Blame the graphic designers. Blame that. I mean, who cannot go wrong with this game? Because, you know, this game doesn't even follow the movie. It was just awful. If you those of you may remember the movie, you know, you've wasted your time playing this game, so congratulations for wasting your time on playing this game. Sony Electronic Publisher, actually, not really involved with this. Too bad you could put Fred Fox. Wait a second. You gotta go back to it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go back to the credits. Oh. I know. We gotta go back to the credits here. Hold on a second. This is what you surprised me for this. You know what? Let's get halfway to the credits in here. But yeah, these people already ground this game. It needs to be grounded for anything like that. Watch. Watch. Here it comes. Here it comes. Yep. The AVGN deserved it. If he says it's Fred Fox. Cat, as in Kit Kat. And that's it. That's all I have to say about it. It's nothing else I can do. Yeah. And then after that, the game resets the game, and then you go. Man, what a lousy ending. Yep, this was the only time I saw the credits with no music. That's right. There's no music in the credits. That's all you get, and it's nothing. Man, I could maybe GoAnimate needs to ground this game right now. Man, let's take you right now. I think GoAnimate needs to ground this game. So let's take you right now, and I'll come back right after this and say our final parting words.
Yeah, I finally made this game. Now I got to have fun once again. Yeah.
Hey Bram Stoker's Dracula NES. We've just rescued from your school principal.
Oh, did he say that I'm the best game ever made?
Actually, he said something else. He said that you are the worst game ever made. And it has poor controls, sloppy gameplay, ugly graphics, and bad music. That it was completely garbled that ends up being a complete mess. It was made by Sony Imagesoft, the company that made horrible movie-based games like Hook, Last Action Hero, Hudson Hawk and Cliffhanger, along with good games like Smart Ball, Sky Shark, Ground Zero Dexys, Mickey Mania, and others. And also, he said that you are signed up for the first 10th grade of school this early.
No, that's too early. No. Please don't make me want to go to school this early.
Too bad. Here are your stuff for school. You will be also grounded until Halloween.
Sophia and Audrey, why doesn't Shirley Temple have to go to summer school and gets to have fun?
Because I only got strict days on my report card on my 12th grade year and never done anything bad.
Now go to your first day of school. If you do something stupid, pepper spray. Okay?
Wah. Why did I have to go to summer school? Sophia and Audrey sent me here because I was doing horrible during my summer school. I will get Sophia and Audrey arrested someday. Rah!
I know, I hate the first day of school. My friends from the Grounded videos sent me here because I will be appearing in my upcoming 4 o'clock game episode about me, Little Red Hood.
I was thinking about making a video game based off of me, but no. My friends from the Grounded videos sent me here because it sucks.
Oh shoot. It's Little Orphan Annie.
That's right, you dumb dog. I won't be your teacher for a whole school year. Now let's do a little quiz on an LJN game. Based off the hit movie called Who Framed Roger Rabbit for NES Grounding Time. First question, what was Roger Rabbit NES Grounding Time after LJN made a terrible game?
Screw this! I'm out of here!
Get you butt over here, you ugly purple no good keister game. There. Know that this purple piece of garbage game is injured. We can get back to the quiz. And don't even say a word about what I just did to Barbie's hide-and-seek Sega Genesis, or you will be faced with jumping grasshoppers. Second question, who failed to make a video game for Atari 2600 which was based off the hit movie, gets into jail, and gets executed where it's sent to the New Mexican desert? You know what? Screw it. It's time for all of you to die. Say goodbye to my lousy lying glow down fourth lushing game. Face my jumping grasshopper. Face it. Wabba 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 wabba.
I'd better run back to my house before he kills me. Oh no. There's a barrier up ahead. It says the walkway on the Brooklyn Bridge is closed for renovation. What am I gonna do? Oh, I know. I'll walk up into the bridge cable, so you can't run away.
What do you think I'll do next? To be continued. On
Oh, Bram Stoker's Dracula NES. How dare you run away from the school? You're supposed to be there for 7 hours, not 1.
But no, Little Orphan Annie was our teacher. She was going to murder me and I did run away and heading to the Brooklyn Bridge and walking up the suspension cable and to the top of the bridge's tower to avoid her.
That's pure BS. You're not supposed to go to the Brooklyn Bridge and walking on the suspension cable to the top of the tower. The walkway is closed for renovation, and it will not open until the year 95. That's it. You're grounded for one group of zeros, original generations. Now, little Lulu, come and give Bram Stoker's Dracula NES a pepper spray.
What do you think I'll do next? To be continued on
Alright, now now that we're taking care of that game, yep, thanks to the people from both Business Friendly and Comedy World, and now I got Comedy World back, so one of the remaining Comedy World characters is actually returned here for the first time in months. Yep, that includes the Business Friendly and Comedy World features that would share one of these assets from the get-go here. Cause yeah, remember I have a Requestly thing from the Google Chrome. And for those of you who have not know, for those of you who have how to bring Comedy World back to GoAnimate, why not? Yeah, the video might tell you all about that. So if you have not seen it, just check it out. But anyways, Bram Stoker's Dracula is so terrible. Thank goodness GoAnimate for, yep, one of the characters grounded the game, and yep, they already been grounded. They run away from school and never look back to it again. Anyways, I got one more thing. Speaking of grounding the game, I just want to tell you one thing. If you have seen this game, or if you remember have fond memories of playing Bram Stoker's Dracula for the NES, just do us your favor. One thing. Do not play this game. I tell you one thing. I know this game's already been grounded, but I just wanted to let you know. Do not play Bram Stoker's Dracula for the NES. If you want other versions of this game, just play on one of those great play other versions of it on one of the consoles. You know, play the Genesis version, play the Super Nintendo version, or either play the Super Nintendo version, the Sega Genesis version, and the Sega CD version. Just do us a favor. Do not play this version. It's a waste of time. I don't have anything to say about this. It's just stinks. Okay? I beat the game once on an emulator, on one of the NES emulators on my computer. I beat the game, and I will never play this game ever again. Do not let this game be this. Alright? Just don't even play it. It's wasting your time. Alright, I'm done. And that brings us to the end of the 4 o'clock games Fright Night. And I hope you'll enjoy it as well. And I will join us again like next year. And I will be playing another playthrough of all these Halloween stuff. So I'll be back on a regular at a regular time. In the next show, we'll be going into normal episodes of 4 o'clock game, and I will be back probably in the meantime. So this is Chris, and I will see you again another time. We'll be doing another playthrough here on the 4 o'clock game. So take care now and have a great time. Hope you all the trick-or-treaters out there. So one thing to say is, Happy Halloween, everybody.